So today is a special edition of the Day After Thoughts. Carolina Panthers lost to the New Orleans Saints yesterday a lot. I don't know why. I guess because we played them previously. We're about to play them upcoming. But anyway, against the Atlanta Falcons, we have now lost 7 games in a row. But the special edition is the father-son Day After Thoughts. As we are heading home for the holidays. Got to keep up with the consistency, giving you the show. So he's always wanted to be on. So leave plenty of comments below about if we should do another segment or if you got questions for him, because he wants to talk Panther stuff. So didn't have a chance to rehearse. Saw Coach Rivera's press conference from the day after. Wasn't too much that was new in that. Just the only takeaways I have from it is Taylor Heineke is going to get a MRI to see what happens. Rivera wouldn't confirm who the emergency quarterback is. Rodriguez thought that it might be Michael Pilardi, but he said he didn't want to speculate and go through those scenarios. Huh?
What about Kyle Allen?
I said emergency quarterback. Kyle Allen would be the backup quarterback. And yesterday he was asked about Kyle Allen as a starter. He said that he felt fine. Would not go into even if they would get another quarterback if Heineke cannot go, or if he would activate Cam. So
there's no reason to activate Cam.
My first lesson to my son will be, you gotta talk up if you're gonna be on the show. They can't hear you, just mumble.
Okay. I said there's no reason to activate Cam.
Why not?
Because his shoulder is sore. He's just going to underthrow.
So if you didn't, so that's a good point. Well, so if there's no reason to activate Cam, then why didn't they just put him on the injured reserve anyway?
Because of the chance to make the playoffs.
So now that they don't make the playoffs, go ahead and put him on injured reserve?
Yeah, that's what they should do.
But I mean, they only had a 1% chance to make the playoffs anyway, so why keep them for a 1% chance?
Because anything.
So, that situation, the players are off today and tomorrow. What's today, Monday? So Monday and Tuesday, which is pretty much the same. They do a little work on Monday. But other thoughts on that game yesterday, I think it was pretty disappointing to see that after the half that the Panthers came out and just let them immediately go down the field for, I think it was like a 75-yard touchdown. I know a lot of media people missed it because they were still getting back from getting food. But some of that, to me, you know,
it was miscommunication on the play.
Yeah, it was miscommunication on the play. But players should not come out of the locker room and have that kind of lapse. You know, I feel like that was caused by, you go to the locker room, supposed to come out, supposed to be more ready, you got a chance to win the game, and the first thing you do is let a 75-yard touchdown, which kind of still goes back to what I've been saying all year about some of these mistakes. Yeah, the players are out there, the players are responsible for their actions, but the coaches are supposed to set these guys up for success. Coach is supposed to talk to you at halftime and have you like ready to go. First thing you
but the defense is playing better under Ron Rivera than it was before, man. Just the new coach.
Do you think the defense played better yesterday?
I think they were better than they were early on in the year. Because Ron Rivera helped the corners play better and the safeties.
You can't make all that noise with the cup. People are hear the cup, not shooting. So I agree they played better, but then you still see the same things that happened yesterday in the second half that happened previously before Rivera took the responsibilities away, which are these all of a sudden big plays that the defense gives up, which
goes down to we need better defensive plays.
Or do you need coaches to put them in better position? So I don't know. That's one of my day after thoughts. Another one is Devin Funchess and his future. What do you think?
I think we might have one more chance, or we might bring in another receiver. There are a couple big receivers in this upcoming draft.
So should he go?
Depends on how much he's asking for.
So if you don't have a yes or no, does Devin Funchess be on the roster next year?
Is he going to be on the roster next year?
Yeah.
I don't know. It could go either way. It just
Of course it
depends.
could go either way.
It depends.
So I'm
if
gonna
we get
say
a big receiver from the draft, or how he does in or training camp.
So you say hold him on the roster until the draft comes up?
I think we probably would keep him, and if we get another big body receiver in the draft, then we probably might let him go if he doesn't improve next season.
Yeah. I think it's a good chance that he's gone because he's just not involved.
We need
at
a
all.
big target. We need a big target for camp.
And if he's not involved, and you got to give him a payday, and you got rookies that you don't have to give big paydays to, or younger guys that you don't have to give paydays to, and you can let him walk unless he's going to take a lesser amount
We
of money.
need to cut Matt Khalil.
Yeah, Matt Khalil is somebody that has been talked about it also. I think it's pretty safe to say that he is gone.
That's free of about $50 million or something. And then if we cut him, then we could bring in a defensive player. Like there's a couple defensive free agents,
Yeah.
particularly on a defensive line that we could bring in.
So, Ron Rivera be coaching next year? Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing I don't like.
If you look at Sean Payton, Sean Payton pretty much had the same path, pretty much struggling for a couple of years.
Yeah, well, I think they had, 3 7-9 seasons?
And they were 7-9, 7-9, stuff like that. They just now starting to find success recently.
Yeah. Well, I'm not against him getting another season. I just think that if he does, it's going to be some really strict guidelines.
I mean,
The
because
biggest,
we had a new offensive coordinator come in, a new defensive coordinator. So I think he should get a couple more seasons to try. Because we're still missing a lot of parts. Protection for Cam, pressure on the quarterback, not leaking on the back end.
yeah. A miscellaneous thing. Yesterday, I was pretty happy with the crowd that came to the game and media, because I like to get some behind the scenes type information. I know before I went to the game, I thought about the fact that when it gets around Christmas time, that game closest to Christmas is always like the most attended by media and by fans, and the media press box was very full, and the stands were pretty full. Now, of course, towards the end, I'm getting a reflection of my eye. Of course, towards the end, the fans start to leave, but it's late in the game. It is the holidays, so I'm going to go ahead and head out. So props to the fans and the media that still came out to cover the team. Chandler, and the miscellaneous things that you want to talk about for the day after thoughts as we approach the final minutes. I know during the game yesterday, you're going to tell me that the good thing about them losing is their draft position.
Oh yeah, we're like in the. I think we're probably gonna be like top 10 now, and if we lose the game, we're probably gonna get to the top 5, which leads me to think the only thing worth getting in the top 5, we're top 10 right now, is offensive alignment or defensive alignment. Probably defensive alignment, because it'll be too early to reach for a corner or a different position player in the top 5. Maybe the top 10 we get a corner, but the top 5 we probably gonna go for a defensive lineman, because they're really good defensive linemen. Probably defensive tackle or defensive end.
Yeah, so that's the question. Is the silver lining of this losing season being the upcoming draft? Let me know. Leave some comments below. Just had a thought that has lost my mind. Oh, so this one thing, Rivera today in the press conference, he hadn't confirmed whether or not he's been told that he's going to come back. But I feel like there's some truth to it, because during his press conference, his demeanor was a little, to me, not as on edge as it has been. Like, he didn't want to answer questions about guys' health and their injuries, which is normal, but he didn't get too irritated by it as he has in previous weeks. So I think there's some truth to him coming back. And then, so the last thing I'll talk about is this upcoming week and what we should do against the New Orleans Saints. Should we rest guys and give a good look at the some bench players, some rookies, or should we just go ahead and just try to win, period, and have some momentum going into the offseason? Which one is more important?
I think we should look at what we have, because we haven't really been using any of the young linebackers we drafted. Haven't really used the Rashawn Baldwin much. Haven't get to look at Lorenzo Doss, who's a corner that we signed, or matter of fact, the defensive end we drafted, Marquise Haynes, haven't used him much either. Or yeah, we haven't used much of his linebacker or the defensive end we drafted. Just really mostly Ian Thomas and DJ Moore.
Yeah. So this is my fantasy. I wish that Rivera would talk to Peyton and be like, hey, rest your starters, and I'm going to play my young guys. And they will have an even matchup of secondary and rookies that are going and have a competitive game in the sense of these subs that are getting there, so they can get their player rest. We can get a good look and evaluation of some other talent. Maybe play ours. I don't know. I don't think we need to. I mean, play some starters as you need to. Start as many rookies and guys who hadn't had opportunities you need to evaluate as much as possible, because you do need to go ahead and prepare for the future at this point. And Cam Newton should not be taking up any kind of roster spot this week or any kind of emergency quarterback situation, because there's absolutely nothing that we can do this week to improve for the season. We can only start preparing for next year. So, any miscellaneous things that you want to talk about that I haven't said?
We can talk about replacements for Denver functions.
That'll be another video. It's already 12 minutes.
Fine.
These are just our day after thoughts on what happened yesterday, and maybe just short for what we can do in the future. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I know yesterday, I want to say clarify. Yesterday we talked a lot about like, hey, thank you, and the season. We're not done by any means covering the Carolina Panthers and reporting on the Panthers for this season. So coverage will continue this week. Up for New Orleans Saints, and we'll continue to do stuff after the season ends. I have interviews lined up with players after the season as well, and I know my interviews have been very slow to go up this year, and it's been a lot of good things have happened and a lot of delays have happened. But I do have probably like 4 interviews that I've done with players that haven't been published, and I've got 2 more that are coming. So as always, appreciate you watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, and enjoy your Christmas. And leave your comments below to the topics that we talked about. I'd love to hear your opinions.
I thought you were going to do like a live stream.